You know, it was only 5 short months ago when Phil Spencer of Xbox, Sean Layden of PlayStation, and Reggie from Nintendo all took the stage together for the first time at the Game Awards to talk about gaming. Well, you fast forward 5 months, and today Sony and Microsoft has announced a strategic partnership that will see Sony basically use Microsoft's Azure cloud for their game and content streaming services for the future. But is it more than that? Could we see Sony's games on Xbox and vice versa? Xbox games on PlayStation? Let's delve into it, shall we? What's going on, guys? Randall Thor 19, the man with the million, back again with another video. Hope everyone is having a great day. And if you don't mind, if you enjoyed this video, maybe hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. Now, honestly, I wasn't expecting this. I don't think many of you were either. The idea of Sony and Microsoft, Xbox and PlayStation joining forces doesn't sit well with a lot of people. And of course, everybody always goes to the extreme end. What does this mean for Xbox? Will our games be on PlayStation? Or the Sony fan? What does this mean for PlayStation? Is God of War gonna be on Xbox Live via PlayStation Now? I don't really think so, but we're gonna have to delve into this whole situation, and let me read right from this article on Microsoft.com. I'll have it linked as the source. So it says that Sony Corporation and Microsoft Corporation announced on Thursday that the two companies will partner on new innovations to enhance customer experiences in their direct-to-consumer entertainment platforms and AI solutions. Under the Memorandum of Understanding signed by the parties, the two companies will explore joint development of future cloud solutions in Microsoft Azure to support their respective game and content streaming services. In addition, the two companies will explore the use of Microsoft Azure data centers-based solutions for Sony game and content streaming services. By working together, the companies aim to deliver more enhanced entertainment experiences for their worldwide customers. Also, as part of the memorandum, Sony and Microsoft will also explore collaboration in the areas of semiconductors and AI. So this talks specifically about what the deal is. It's for Sony's game and content streaming services. And there's even a quote here from the CEO, Kenshiro Yoshida. He says that Sony is a creative entertainment company with a solid foundation of tech. We collaborate closely with the multitude of content creators that capture the imagination of people around the world, and through our cutting-edge technology, we provide the tools to bring their dreams and vision to reality. PlayStation itself came about through the integration of creativity and technology. Our mission is to seamlessly evolve this platform as one that continues to deliver the best and most immersive entertainment experiences together with the cloud environment that ensures the best possible experience anytime, anywhere. And that's really kind of cutting to the gist of it. This is about Sony's cloud streaming technology, their subscription service, PlayStation Now, and maybe even some of their future games that might be using multiplayer. But I think Sony had a decision to make. PlayStation Now has 700,000 subscribers. It's up 40% in subs from, a year ago, but it's lagging behind Xbox Game Pass in total number of subs and EA Access. And then you have a couple competitors finally entering the market. You have Google coming in with the Stadia platform, and the long-rumored Amazon is also rumored to be joining the fray. And Sony needs to be in that streaming space, but they just don't have the infrastructure to actually go there. And who does? Well, it's Amazon, it's Google, and it's Microsoft. And most people assumed that Sony would have to sign a deal with one of these three companies to further their cloud streaming agenda. Like Kenshiro said in that quote, they basically want the experiences, the best possible experience, anytime, anywhere. And right now, currently that experience is on a PlayStation console, but that doesn't necessarily mean it'll always and only be on the console, because Sony's looking to grab some of the market that Google and Microsoft and presumably Amazon will as well. So a lot of people just assumed Sony would go with Amazon, because Sony themselves uses Amazon for a lot of the back-end work on PlayStation Network. But out of nowhere, they have chosen Azure. Now, Azure is its own division at Microsoft. It's not necessarily tied to the Xbox division, although there might be some overlap there with, Phil Spencer being on the executive board. He probably had a lot of input on this, and I think he was more than likely all for it. So this is the Azure division picking up a huge customer because Sony right now is the worldwide leader in gaming, and they want to expand their cloud offerings, but they just don't have the infrastructure to do it. They don't want to spend the money to build it up like Microsoft has, so the best choice is to basically pay someone for it, and that's exactly what this is. PlayStation Now is now going to use the Azure cloud to provide, streaming to all of Sony's customers. Now, what's interesting, though, is that xCloud, which is what Microsoft will be using to stream Xbox games, is built on, Xbox One hardware. So does that mean there'll be PlayStation hardware, PS5 hardware, PS4 hardware built in to some of these, Azure stacks in the future? Potentially. I don't really know much about all the technology behind it, but clearly just from this piece here, we can tell it's about the game and cloud streaming, and even something with AI and semiconductors. This is a big partnership. But of course, that's the easy answer, right? That Sony's looking for a partner for cloud streaming. The extremes are what's fun. That's everybody's going to go to. PlayStation and Xbox weren't working together. Does this mean that one day I'll be able to play God of War via PS Now on my Xbox Live, on my PC and Windows 10, or my Xbox console? I don't really think so. I don't think this has anything to do with that. I don't think Sony's going to be bringing their games to Xbox in any manner. And then, of course, you have the other extreme. Does this mean that xCloud and Xbox games like Halo Infinite and so on and so forth will be on PlayStation? And I don't really think that's the case right now either. I think this is just Microsoft as a company and xCloud as a division picking up a huge partner that they just can't turn away and go to a competitor like Amazon and Google. They just also both happen to be competing in the console space. One of the big takeaways from all this is that gaming is changing, right? 5 years ago, a partnership between PlayStation and Xbox, Sony and Microsoft was virtually unthinkable. A couple years ago, the idea of an Xbox game with Xbox achievements on a Nintendo platform was unthinkable, but here we are with Cuphead and Minecraft. The idea of Xbox users, PlayStation users, Nintendo users, and PC users playing in the same pool of people for a game like Rocket League or Fortnite was definitely something that nobody thought would happen. But times are a-changing, gaming is evolving, and this partnership between Sony and Microsoft is just another example of that. Sony wants PlayStation Now and their game and content streaming to be the best. They want to be everywhere. They need to capture new potential customers that Google is trying to get. And who do you go with? You go with the best. Obviously, Sony's thought that Microsoft's Azure Cloud is best suited for whatever they're trying to accomplish, and that is who they're choosing. But that, I think, for right now, is the only big takeaway from this, that Sony's going to be using the Azure Cloud for the PlayStation Now, and maybe, Last of Us 2's multiplayer, or, maybe SOCOM's Revival if they want to use that stuff for the multiplayer. But that's kind of it for now. Potentially later on, it could lead to other avenues of, cooperation. But for now, I think it's strictly just the Azure and game streaming. But it's all so very interesting. Anyways, guys, that's the video. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and share this out on social media. Maybe tell a friend about the channel. I'd appreciate it. Let me know what you think about all this stuff. Sony and Microsoft working together in the comments below. And if you're new here, make sure you hit that sub button. And if you always want to be notified when I drop new videos, make sure you hit that notification bell. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Later, guys.